Salut pour tous, soyez les bienvenus dans le programme Planète Équitable avec Ed Zanetti. We are talking to the people interested on the 6.4 mechanism from the Paris Agreement and the new technologies available for attract money from the carbon credits. And we've been talking about biochar. I mentioned to you the different types of biochar. And now we will be talking about the certification of this biochar. We got two major certification schemes for the biochar. We have the European Biochar certification, the EBC, and we have the World Biochar certification, the WBC. And of course, we also have the C Artisan certification, the certification for the artisanal biochar produced by smaller machinery. So the principal criteria and indicators for certificating your biochar, the product, of course, we will have methodologies for generating carbon credits from it, but now we are talking about the product itself. So the product is overseen by the certification scheme in three major steps, I would say. The first one, the origin of the raw material. So it must come from a sustainable source. Of course, we can have, for example, sewage. As long as it being prepared before going into the machine, we can use it. Then we have the machinery itself, that there are machines which will recover fully all the gases that are generated during the operation. And there are machineries which won't do such a great job. Then you have the difference on the third step, which is the quality of the biochar, and also the quantity of carbon credits that you are going to have, depending on the machinery you are using. So the quality of the final product will be affected, of course, for the quantity of large pieces that you have. It will also be affected by the raw material that you use. Remember, we talked a little bit about macro and micronutrients, but we also can have heavy metals coming, for example, sewage from the cities. And the quality will be affected by that, so there is a limit on heavy metals that we can have on the biochar, and also on the humidity of the final product. So we will have an overview of the certification scheme on the raw materials that are used, on the machinery, and on the final quality of the product that you have. For example, you need to have a biochar with very low heavy metals in order to apply this to soils. And this is the EBC and the WBC, the European Biochar certification and the World Biochar certification. Let God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on a daily struggle for justice. Ed Zanetti for tous les amis africains.